I think our skills are still as good as they always have been, and I think we're doing a great job keeping people safe, and this is why we have a continued service like we have, because to date the midwives have kept people safe. But until someone isn't safe, the DHB can sort of claim that they're doing, that they can then keep the system the way it is.
Do you have any optimism things will get fixed before there's a tragedy?
No, I don't. We're just biding our time, really. We've had very close situations lately, and it's scary.
How much pressure is there on midwives? Is it so much that people are leaving or just not doing the job at all?
Oh, a huge amount of pressure. I mean, if you look at the amount of time midwives stay out here, it's usually about 2 years. So we start out in the hiss and roar, we're passionate about our job, but our voices fall on deaf ears with the DHB in terms of the concerns we have, the risk factors, not being able to support women through their birth process as well. That's a really big thing for us. We want to be there for them, and the women want us to be there for them, but we can't leave our environment. So the lack of access to services and the lack of safety we feel out here is why a lot of us leave. And obviously also pay, obviously we want to be paid and remunerated for what we're doing, but no amount of money is ever going to really band-aid the problem, which is that we need a hospital.
I mean, you work under pressure in Queenstown, but you live near to Wanaka, but you reckon that's an even worse prospect? It's an even harder place to work?
Oh, I couldn't work I take my hat off to those midwives. They're phenomenal and so important and integral to keeping those women safe. But when I'm over here, at least we do have our primary unit, and I've got great support from my team here, and we have the helicopter sitting on a pad next door. So that makes me feel a lot more comfortable. But working in Wanaka, it's a whole nother level, and they've got to get to retrieval, so they've actually got to get the hospital staff from Dunedin to come and support them, and that can take an hour and a half or more. When you're dealing with a high-risk situation, every minute counts.
And I guess the problems with Te Anau and Lumsden, that's a domino effect. It affects the whole district.
Yeah, it does, yeah. I mean, Lumsden, I used to work at Lumsden Maternity Centre. It's a beautiful maternity centre, great place to birth people, and quite a safe environment because it isn't too far from the hospital. But again, midwives are leaving that area because they can't work in the environment where they're putting their practicing certificate at risk and women at risk without having services.
Even as a journalist, I struggle to understand how a government or a DHB would cut budgets and resources for newborn children and mothers. I mean, have you got any idea where this is coming from?
I mean, it's funding, isn't it? Over the years, Lumsden maternity units cost them money. They see the amount of births, and they take that into consideration as a way of saying this unit's functional, as opposed to its actual functional place and how that actually serves the wider greater region. So the amount of people that birth at Lumsden maternity unit has nothing to do with the actual reason why it's there. The reason why it's there is that it's a safe place for us to transit to. It's a safe place for women to come from Te Anau, to be checked out, to go. There's so many other importances of that unit. So funding, I mean, they've just taken that away. They've saved themselves lots of money doing that. They've opened up these rooms for midwives to hang out in and somehow supported us. We don't need rooms. We can go to people's houses and see them. We need a hospital with an anaesthetist and an obstetrician and a theatre, and we need the service to support secondary care when we're this far away. If we were half an hour away, that's fine, but 3.5 hours for a baby that's born at 30 weeks, having to wait for a retrieval while we resuscitate them in Queenstown, it's not good enough.